Initially, the exit valve of the autoclave is kept open so that the air which is there in the autoclave that goes out, and that will be replaced by the steam which is generated in the autoclave. So this has to be kept for 20 minutes at 15 psi, and then you'll have the temperature of 121 degrees centigrade. And once this is done, we'll have to remove the bioreactor and just bring it back to the original position where we have the fermenter, control and all that has to be connected later on. After the autoclaving, the reactor is taken out from the your autoclave, and we'll take it to the bench where we have all the control units. So now we have brought back the bioreactor from the autoclave. After it has been cooled down, we connect all the lines for the control of temperature. So we have water inlet and water outlet over here. This is a chiller. We maintain a temperature of 30 degrees, which is the desired temperature of the fermentation in the bioreactor, and pass the water of this 30 degrees centigrade in the jacket, so as to maintain 30 degrees in the bioreactor. We have also connected the pH probe to the controller unit, the DO probe to the controller unit. As you see over here, acid and alkali lines have been connected to the bioreactor at appropriate places. We have the exit air line, which is connected to filter, so that it does not suck any contaminants if there is a sudden power failure. So to begin with, there is a sampling line, and it's put under your formaldehyde solution. To begin with, we calibrate the DO probe. pH probe was previously calibrated, so only we do a minor adjustment. Whatever is the desired pH, if it is not showing the desired pH, we manually correct it by adding acid or alkali, as you see over here, and bring it to, let's say, 5.8, which is the desired pH, and then we leave it to the auto. We leave the controller to the auto. So now whatever is the pH, it will be sensed by the controller, and appropriately acid or alkali will be added. In order to calibrate the dissolved oxygen, we pulse the nitrogen in this, and we put the instrument to 0, and we basically measure the dissolved oxygen or oxygen dissolved in the fermentation broth. Since we are purging nitrogen, it should be 0, it should read 0. If it is not reading 0, we just manipulate it by the 0 knob and make it to 0 and lock it over here. Then we switch the aeration to air, switch the passage of the air instead of nitrogen, and measure the dissolved oxygen to 100%, and at 100% kind of situation of this knob, it should read 100%. If it is not reading 100%, we just calibrate it by the balance knob, and it was calibrated like so. So now the reactor is ready to accept the inoculum. So now we'll demonstrate how to inoculate the reactor aseptically, and then the cultivation will start. थोड़ा सा ये इसकी फ्लेम ठीक करो. We are now going to transfer the inoculum in the bioreactor. It has to be done aseptically, so we'll use the flame and then use one of the top port of the bioreactor to transfer the inoculum into it. Put the flame near that. once the inoculum is added into the reactor, it starts growing in the bioreactor. Now time to time we'll take the sample. So after 2 hours we'll come back again and take the sample for the measurement of the optical density. Okay, now we are ready to take the sample from the bioreactor. So in order to pressurize the reactor, we close the air in the exit stream and take the sample from the sample line. Through with the sampling. We use this sample for the measurement of optical density to correlate the biomass present in the bioreactor, and also we just measure the substrate concentration by the different method. We carry out the fermentation till the optical density of the broth becomes constant, and there is no more sugar left in the bioreactor. That we measure offline, and once that happens, then we are able to finish the fermentation. So basically we remove the vessel, harvest the broth and disconnect all the probes, wash it out and keep it ready for the next fermentation. So that's about the operation of the bioreactor to do one batch fermentation.